I have our guest commentator for today, who's Dr. Constance Ikokwu, who will be joining us to provide our perspective on all we've heard during the program. Let's start from the APC chieftain that we had hosted here. And he keeps insisting that President Muhammadu Buhari is the biggest thing that'll be happening to us during this election as a nation, because he has insisted that elections will hold free and fair. And it's based on that an Obasanjo can confidently write a letter to tell Nigerian youths to take back their country, because he knows that the votes will count because of APC and because of President Buhari. What do you make of that?
Well, we do not have much time, but it's important that we have free and fair elections. And like you mentioned, if President Muhammadu Buhari sees this as necessary for this country to survive, we hope that he will keep to his words and make sure that the party in power does not interfere in the elections next year. I mean, we're at a critical juncture in this country. And there have been a tsunami of reactions concerning what former President Obasanjo has said and his endorsement. But three things quickly. Number one, President Obasanjo has always talked about a third force. So this was coming. You know, in the last elections, he was working with a lot of people, including former governor of Cross River State, Donald Duke, for a third force, because he believed that President Muhammadu Buhari had failed woefully and we needed to make a shift in the country. So this is not new at all. This is not surprising, because also, number two, President Olusegun Obasanjo is someone that cares so much about this country. Even the APC man here said that nobody fought his desire for Nigeria to move forward, his desire for Nigeria to do forward. Number three, it's not surprising that he will not support the APC candidate, Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Both of them are not politically aligned. If you remember, when Obasanjo was the president, Tinubu was in an opposition party. In fact, for the first term, for the first 4 years, I think, he held back funding for Lagos state government. Both of them had a running battle. And even his own party, Alliance for Democracy, did not want Obasanjo to win re-election, but Obasanjo used all the federal might he had to make sure that it became a...
Yeah, and that's why there's been this talk of envy that Obasanjo wants to be the only Iroko in Yoruba land. I mean, and Tinubu is fighting him to that.
No, it has nothing to do with that. That's actually, whoever thinks that is making a very
that's what the
comment.
APC party members are saying.
Since he left office, President Obasanjo has been actively involved in politics in this country. When he was president, he had a competent cabinet. In fact, he was, I would say, since 1999, the most detribalized president we've had in this country. He did his best. He had an excellent team from all parts of Nigeria. He unified Nigeria. He did a lot, economically, politically. So you have to give that to him. You may not agree with some of his policies, but he means well for Nigeria, and you will see that in his actions since 1999 when he left off, from 1999 to date. And
now the Labour Party is saying that this is the best New Year gift that Obasanjo has given to them. How do they harness this gift, quotes, as they have said, that Obasanjo has given them? I mean, this endorsement is coming at a time that they really, really need it. So what will they be able to do with this sort of endorsement now by a former president like Obasanjo?
It is a gift, but the Labour Party still has a lot of work to do. It's relatively new. You go to a lot of northern regions, they're not popular. If you're popular, you know, on social media, I mean, they have gone beyond social media, but that does not mean they don't have work to do. You really have to get people out to vote in different parts of the country. I reckon that they are relying, you know, from their calculations that Peter Obi will win the Southeast, the South-South, do fairly well in Lagos, do well in some parts of the Southwest, North Central, do very, very well. In Northwest, maybe not. In Northeast, maybe not. But it's also good for them to continue to work, you know, make inroads into the rural areas. There are still areas where they are not known.
Yeah, I mean, because the criticism is that they are an urban-centered political party. How do they move away from that and embrace more rural voters? Time
is short. You know, this is a new party. Yeah. I mean, all this Peter Obi phenomenon is very, very new. it remains to be seen if they win the election, but from the movement, from the eagerness of the young people, if they are able to get their PVCs and they're able to vote in numbers, maybe we might see a change. Maybe they might take it. We don't know.
All right. Well, we all hope it will go well. The most important thing in this election, like we keep emphasizing, is to have an election that's violence-free, and then, of course, that's free, fair, credible, and transparent. And, of course, that's what the entire nation is counting on. We must thank you so much. Dr. Constance Ikokwu is Arise News analyst, and she's been helping us to understand all that we've heard from two of our guests earlier on. Well, that's how it's been for this edition of Arise Prime Time. Do join us again tomorrow. From me and the entire team here in Abuja, goodbye, and thank you for watching. I'm Son Nasambo.